What is up? Happy Thursday. It's Ken's Thankful Thursday. He gives that prayer every day.
Yes, sir. Peace beyond all understanding.
Amen. And tuna boat.
Yes, sir. Still praying for that tuna boat.
One day I'm going to go outside.
Hey, you know how you get a tuna
God's
boat?
gonna give
You
me
go
a tuna
pick it
boat.
up.
You want a new Elantra? You better get a tuna boat. You want AC in your car? You better get a tuna boat.
Oh.
Oh, I see that everybody in most states can go and get
And not yet. Not yet.
You guys want to go get Not here, though. We're going to we should have a special session to double make sure nobody could take gummies.
Yeah, Tennessee lawmakers have moved to even with the federal rescheduling today, there will be no rescheduling in Tennessee unless the lawmakers agree to it.
And we know they won't. And they won't. They're never going to do it. I even saw one of the Democrats come out and go, how much more do we have to study what we've already studied? And you guys want to study more to find out that, you know what, this is something we should do, especially for our veterans and people who are struggling.
The General Assembly may not reschedule it, but I personally have.
Yeah, that's it. You guys want to go and get
Brother Billel has just made an executive decision.
Good for him. You know what? It's about time we do. So, goodness me, you people. Tell you what, I just was laughing. Guys, yesterday I was watching, or last night, I want you guys to listen to this. This is Fox talking to NES. This right here about whether or not these people should be fired, they should have let the lady on Fox fire her on the spot. I'm serious.
Is this local or national?
This is local. This is talking about... Well, why didn't you think that the storm was going to be big?
Why is Nashville so different from other cities?
How could you say that because this storm was unprecedented, that you guys weren't prepared enough when there were plenty of warnings here?
We were expecting to get a snowstorm with a little bit of ice.
Wow.
You said that out loud. We were expecting to get a snowstorm with a little bit of ice.
This was an ice storm watch.
Yes.
And warning.
So when somebody says, I'd like some Jack on the Rocks, she expects it to come neat.
Well, yeah.
This woman's dumb.
That right there. What? Why? You need weed, lady. That's what you should say. You know, if I'd had some gummies, I wouldn't have had this problem.
You mean goomies?
Goomies, that's right. Oh my! I was watching that, and I'm like, rewind. What did she just say? We were expecting a little bit. We were expecting a dusting with it to be right around 32. We had no idea we thought they were pulling our leg.
I mean, this initial report that they released on Friday is damning enough on its own.
Yeah,
it's going to be interesting to see what this final report is in June. Like. Is it going to be worse than what the initial report
It can't
concludes?
give much worse than we thought it was going to be, just kind of cold.
Yeah, because the initial report already says, basically, bottom line, you were not prepared.
Yeah. Nobody, I mean, and the fact that you not only were not prepared, you then say, well, we're going to take some steps in the future to make sure this doesn't. You're not even, those steps should have been finished.
The report will come out and completely condemn her leadership, and she'll go, see, they thought I did fine.
Yeah.
No, you're not reading the tea leaves, lady.
They've gotten to the point now where they put so much pressure, everybody on the council and everybody, that they're going to allow them to bring forward, at least have a hearing on whether or not they should all lose their jobs. Because that was Fox's report last night, should everybody there lose their job? Yeah. Yeah. Anybody in charge? Absolutely. And if you have to say, so I just want to get this right. Everybody knew. All the states around us knew. The weather people knew. And you thought it was just going to be a little bit of snow with maybe a hint of some freezing. That right there should be played on. I would just go in with a boom box like that movie Say Anything, just playing that over and over again. Just holding it up. Right?
Teresa, every day that you stay in that position, and if she's not listening, if you know her, please tell her. Every day you stay in that position, you are embarrassing yourself. You should have resigned weeks ago. Quit. You're incompetent.
Yeah, you think?
We were expecting to get a snowstorm with a little bit of ice.
Fired. Sorry, I don't.
The Weather Service was clearly warning against ice.
We were doing the Chat Bass report because it's no longer, tell us about the snow, Ken. It was, oh my God, Ken, it's freezing.
Right.
We're goofing around. We're a bunch of goofballs trying to get a tuna boat.
We were under a winter storm watch, which included in that is the potential for damaging ice.
That's embarrassing. That right there.
Well, what does that mean? That's vague.
It's vague. When you know it's coming, right? We're standing on the beach. The water has moved out, and now it's coming back, and it's a tsunami. And she thought, and it's a big one too, and she thought we were going to get it up to our ankles as it passes over our head. God, that right there. I'm going in there just with the say anything. I'm going to have a trench coat in your eyes. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. We're still at kind of war. I see that we're going to attack anything in the Strait of Hormuz, except for the fact that we're not in the Strait of Hormuz.
Right. Every day there are new questions.
Well, first of all, we fired the head of the Navy, who, by the way, has never served in uniform, was a big donor to Trump, and he thought, this guy seems like he could run the Navy. What? No. And now you're talking about, I put a shoot to kill in the Strait of, we're not in the Strait of Hormuz. You're right, man. Every day it's a new question. And those questions are ridiculous. What are we doing? Who's running this place? Is it this lady here who thought maybe this was going to happen?
We were expecting to get a snowstorm with a little bit of ice.
$660,000 a year right there. That's what that gets you. So if you're at home right now and you're thinking to yourself, I'm never going to make anything of myself. Yeah, you can. Right there. That says it.
Her powers of precognition are just off the charts.
Oh, God. Just embarrassing.
Powers of precognition.
Precognition. That was a movie, right? Was that a movie? Yeah, it was a movie with Nicolas Cage.
Nick freaking Cage.
Oh, we haven't done a Nick Cage watch. I wonder what he's up to. Let's see what
He's
horrible
probably
movie.
Doing a bad movie.
He's probably made 3 movies since we last spoke about it.
Oh, by the way, did you see Long Legs too?
Yeah.
Love it.
I hope it's as good as the first
I
one.
love it. Bring me more Long Legs. It's a great movie.
That movie really is. It's really good.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
really
it's
good.
good and creepy, but it's good too.
I love when you go to his IMDb and there's 127 credits. That is incredible. So he has got 3 movies, Spider Noir, 8 episodes.
I've got his. Oh, that's a series with Nick Cage.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to see that.
That is it's going to be in black and white, and it's like those old-timey noir.
Yeah.
And he's executive producer, and he plays it's like a Spider-Man character, I think.
Yeah, it's a reimagining of Spider-Man.
Lords of War, which is that's in post-production. That's going to be good. That's the other movie, Lord of War. If you guys haven't seen, you need to see that because that has he's in it. The guy from 30 Seconds to Mars, Jared Leto, was in the first one. It's a brilliant movie.
You don't need to say 30 Seconds to Mars. You can just say Oscar winner.
Oh, is he an Oscar winner? That's right. Did you ever see that movie, Never Stop Stopping?
No.
Did you ever seen that, Ken?
No.
That's the movie with Adam Sandberg, and he's like an idiot, but he's a rock star. And he's like, they're like, dude, when you're on stage, your penis came out again. How long was it out? He goes, like 10 seconds. He goes, dude, that's like a third of the way to Mars. He goes, how many times do I have to tell you? It takes longer to get to Mars than 30 seconds. But Nick Cage is awesome. But he's got 3 new movies coming out. So be prepared, people. Be prepared.
I got to watch that Spider Noir.
Yeah, that's going to be good. That is going to be good. Here's a marijuana study. How many evangelicals votes will we lose? How many pothead votes will we gain? Plenty.
Pothead.
Potheads. You know what's funny? And
Dungarees is what Les Nessman called them.
That's right. The issue is, it's the way that, because when you think marijuana, a lot of people, especially in older, they go back to what? They think it's high times and it's a bunch of stoners. It's not. It's the average person who wants a gummy at night or wants a seltzer or who wants. That's who it is. It's not the wake and bake crew. Oh, are they there? Of course they're there. I live across the street from a place that just painted over Bob Marley's head. They're putting up something new, man. That place is open 24/7. It's always banging. Even in the winter, everything's frozen outside. They're open. Right? They're blazing. You know what they're not worried about? Whether or not this happens.
We were expecting to get a snowstorm with a little bit of ice.
Wow.
Man.
Wow.
Well, I was expecting to get some competent leadership that solved problems, and I didn't get what I wanted either.
Yeah. Nobody did. I think that's a fail.
That's just not working.
No.
That argument is not.
It doesn't
It's not an. I think you're right, man. It is actually it actually hurts her case more than it helps.
Yes, I think so. I think that more that she, because no other state got it wrong. No other state did. This isn't a time where we're going on the Farmer's Almanac.
Right. Now, I will say that Mississippi had some big power outage issues with the storm too.
Well, it's
I don't know if
Mississippi.
it's the same as ours.
Well,
though.
no, it probably not, because their candles blew out and they couldn't figure out how to make fire. I don't think that's nice. It's not very nice, but no, I heard nobody say it's not true. No, but it's not that the power went out. Like, you're not going to stop nature.
Right,
We talked
exactly.
about that. It's the recovery. How do you recover from it? How fast can you do it? They failed, and they also knew you can't have no polls and 164 guys for 300,000 people that are going to have their power out when you've got, Georgia, 10,000, Louisville, 9,000, us, 164 guys.
I just don't know how you cannot have replacement polls ready to go.
No, that was...
Especially given how long it takes to replace.
Yeah, but you have to grow them, and those take a long time.
But I'm telling you, man, that day that Stacey Cameron and Jeremy Finley of Channel 4 showed up at that NES press conference, that's when it. That's the last time we saw the COO.
Yeah, and rightly so. I mean, it's just the way the whole thing was handled. But they didn't recover. Life is going to throw some. Nature's going to do stuff for you. You get bit by a shark and you're bleeding. You don't go out, rub it down a little bit and jump back in the water bleeding still, you idiot. It's how you recover. You didn't recover. And then you come out and it's every time you open your mouth, it gets worse. We weren't expecting it. A dusting. Oh, goodness.
Just say you failed to prepare.
Yeah.
Properly.
We thought that it wasn't going to be that big. That was my fault. I didn't want to stretch our resources and come up with something. It was my bad. It falls on me. That'll never happen again. I've learned the lesson, so that's never going to happen again. We're going to take care of this. This is on me. It's not on any of my other crew. This is on... No. Instead, it's, I didn't think it was going to be that cold outside. I'm going to stand there with my... In your eyes...
And if I remember correctly, I mean, this is, we have had a string of late December, early January Arctic blasts here in Middle Tennessee.
Yeah.
So, boy, there's going to be a lot of anxiety heading into the new year.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Especially when you've got them out there going,
changes.
we know what we need to fix. Have you fixed any of them? I wrote it down on a piece of paper. It's on my refrigerator. We're going to get to it next week. That's basically what she said. In between.
Well,
Ooh,
there's been so much talk on the the failure of their communication system, which is, I mean, that's crucial too. But I mean, she said yesterday in the meeting they have yet to address the other glaring things that this initial report found, which was prior preparation.
Yeah. Wow.
Preparation.
And preparation for something you saw coming. That's the thing. You knew it was going to come. Guess what's going to come next year? Winter.
You don't know that.
Guess what's going to come in in a month or so? Summer heat. Be prepared. It's not hard.
Well, look
isn't.
what's coming Monday. We could have some really severe weather on Monday.
I have a feeling we're going to be working overtime, guys.
Could be.
I probably have to stretch.
Better do some stretches.
We should probably.
Hey, when we get back from the break, there's something I have to tell you.
Okay. When we come back from the break, Bell's got something to tell us. Speaking of the break, we're going to take it right now. Then you guys got to be back here because Bell's got something to tell us. What is it going to be? We don't know. Chad Benson, Super Talk 99.7. Bulwark Capital wants to help you. Why? Because it's amazing. Incredible. What they can do. Up 63% since January of last year. Why is that? Because they understand what's going on, right? Common sense goes a long way. Whether you're thinking, okay, what do I want to do with my investments or my retirement? You want to get to a place where you feel great and you see it grow? It's Bulwark. They're going to give you a free Know Your Risk portfolio review, absolutely free to you. It doesn't cost you anything. They'll go through your entire portfolio. Are you having too many fees come out? Are you at a point where you aren't pushing it enough to get to the retirement you want? Or maybe you may be risking way too much for where you are when it comes to your retirement. Bulwark will tell you about that. Simple, it's easy, it's free. Worst case scenarios, you'll learn something. This is how you sign up for it. You go to knowyourriskpodcast.com, KNOW riskpodcast.com. Sign up for today from my friends at Bulwark Capital. You will not be disappointed. Investment advisory service offered through Trek Financial LLC and SEC registered investment advisor. Invest involved risk, not a guarantee. Past performance not guarantee future results. Track 2647.
Major marijuana policy changes on the federal level. We'll tell you what it means on the state level coming up at 12:30 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
Bell's got breaking news from his email.
Actually, I got this a week ago, Tuesday.
And that's how fast you got to it.
Yeah.
Solid.
I was busy.
If you guys wonder why Bell doesn't get back to you, that's it.
I was busy slamming Teresa. I got an email from the company that owns our texting feature reminding me that discussions about marijuana falls under what they call their shaft framework regarding sex, hate, alcohol, firearms, and tobacco, and that it cannot be discussed on their platform.
What's sex hate?
I have to explain this to you on air?
Well, no, but you said sex hate. I've never heard that.
Hate, alcohol, firearms, and tobacco drugs.
I was getting ready to say marriage.
Yeah. Well, there's no sex. That's why I hate it.
But how utterly ridiculous is that?
It is. Well, it's not like you're saying, hey, I got a dime bag. Meet me over here. You're saying, look.
You don't know that.
We should know. I've seen most of your stuff. We should absolutely be able to vote on it here. There's nothing
if
wrong
we're
with
discussing it on air,
Yeah.
and a listener texts in saying, hey, I think this or that, this company has absolutely no reason to tell me in the context of news that I can't discuss that news story or you can't discuss that news story with the texter.
Yeah. You're taking away but there's terms of service. Remember that. By the way, did you see the new thing apparently Apple's doing with terms of service? That if you come up with an idea and you're wearing their iPod, your pods here, that they
own some of it?
Own some of it.
How in the world, how do they enforce that?
You know what, man? I don't know, but they'll try anything. It's like those poor people that wanted to sue Disneyland, and you said no, because you guys. Yeah, I know your wife died here, and that super sucks. But you agreed to the terms of service on Disney Plus.
So you can't sue us. We'll have to go to arbitration.
Yeah. They said you can't sue us.
That fine print, man.
Yeah.
The fine
but
print.
It kicks it over to arbitration instead.
I don't know if that. No, I think the court threw it out and said, no, you guys can't. They settled. And by the way, if you guys don't remember that was a doctor who went to a place in one of the Disneyland resorts where it was supposed to be like an allergy-free kind of, there's no peanuts or any of that stuff. And she ended up dying from that. And then he was going to sue. He was also a doctor. All he wanted was $50,000. He wasn't asking for $50 million to rename a park after him. And they're like, oh, she signed the terms of service. That's insane. But you're right, man. They'll figure out a way to try to get, hey, were you using an iPod 20 years ago?
Yeah. So if you come up with an idea
Yeah.
that you then make money off of, Apple can somehow determine that you were using one of their products when you came up with that idea.
Maybe they think that when you're doing stuff, especially if you have all Apple products, they'll be able to see your keystrokes.
Apparently, they now own part of Tesla.
Probably.
I still think they're watching me through my TV. I don't know if it's Apple, but somebody's watching me through my TV.
Bet it's the Chinese.
That was me.
It's you know what it is? It's North Koreans. They actually watch us. That is their fun. They think we're the zoo. North Korea. What? Tiny guy.
That's why I stopped dancing in my living room.
Not me. I dance all day. I look right at it and say, Kim Jong, come get some of this. I'm doing the windmill. Who wants oh, here comes the sprinkler.
I'm going to water the yard.
Making a burrito. Oh, that's right. You invented the burrito. Oh, kids, talk a little bit about Iran. Also, something happened on this day in 2005, changed the world. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Very interesting. And the Michael Jackson movie, it's out. So yesterday I was going to talk about it, but it was kind of embargoed. So, which means you can't talk about any of the stuff that maybe you know about the movie. But today we can. Wait to hear how much money it's going to make this weekend, too, which is insane. A bunch of other good stuff on the way. By the way, Brian wants to know, can we talk about cocaine, whiskey, and loose women? Yes. No hate sex, but everything else is good to go, Brian. If you missed any of the show, make sure you grab the podcast. Jeff Benson, Super Talk, 997.
$12:30 on the dot. I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Right now, we got a crash. Harding Pike at Woodlawn Drive. Marijuana getting new treatment from the federal government. Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche ordering state-licensed medical cannabis moved to a less restrictive drug classification. The decision could bring tax relief and expanded research into marijuana's medical benefits. Federal officials emphasize recreational use still not legal nationwide, at least on the federal level. And the federal shift on marijuana stops at the Tennessee border because state lawmakers passed a bill this session ensuring federal rescheduling does not loosen Tennessee's marijuana laws unless the legislature approves it. And the federal rescheduling of marijuana does not cancel hemp-derived THC sales. Hemp products are legal because of how Congress defined hemp in federal law, not because marijuana was reclassified. So for consumers, that means hemp-based THC products like seltzers and gummies can still be sold for now. Operation Epic Fury. Karen Travers says the president posted today he ordered the U.S. Navy to shoot and kill boats laying mines in the Strait of Hormuz.
President Trump claimed on Thursday that Iran is, quote, having a very hard time figuring out who their leader is, and said there's infighting between who he called hardliners and moderates. The post on social media from the president comes after he extended the ceasefire indefinitely, with the administration citing divisions with the Iranian government as a reason negotiations on a peace deal couldn't move forward. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt on Wednesday.
There's obviously a lot of internal division. This is a battle between the pragmatists and the hardliners in Iran right now, and the president wants a unified response.
Karen Travers, ABC News, the White House.
Senate Republicans have adopted a budget framework focused on funding immigration enforcement within the Department of Homeland Security. The vote opens the door to reconciliation, which is a special budget process that allows legislation to advance with a simple majority vote, meaning they won't need Democrats. That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
All right, guys. Should visit my good friends, Busy Bee. Visit, you say? That's right. Music City Home Expo this weekend, 24th, 25th, 26th. They're going to be out there at the fairgrounds in Nashville. If you have a chance, go check them out. Say hi to them. Find out what they can do for you, like their big spring Breathe Easy package. So it's a great package. They're going to come in, and they're going to absolutely go through. They're going to tune up the AC, get it rock and rolling, ready to roll. Indoor air quality check. Check. Duct inspection. Check. Premium air duct cleaning. Check. All of that stuff. They're going to remove all the crap inside the debris hiding deep inside your system that makes it hard for you to breathe, your family to breathe. It's just gross. And then what? Well, they're going to install whole home germicidal system. It's going to help reduce airborne contaminants with premium service. You're going to get what? A big bonus unit fog deodorizer. So your house smells very fresh and clean. Now, are you ready for this price? $11.99, 1.5 to 3 ton system, regularly $1,800 or $1,599, 3.5 to 5 ton units, regularly $2,100. So get over there to the expo to see them this weekend or call 615-775-7833 or online at busybhvac.com. Portion of the program brought to you by NSA, National Certified Alarms, no long-term contracts, license number 645. 2005. People are sitting around. Another person hanging out at the zoo. The zoo. Yeah, that's right. Jawed Karim. He takes this. 18 seconds. Changes the world.
All right, so here we are in front of the elephants. The cool thing about these guys is that they have really, really, really long trunks, and that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say.
Changed the world. Co-founder, Google and YouTube. First video ever posted on YouTube. 400 million views. And let's just say everything changed that day.
Yes, sir.
On average, we watched 5 hours of TV a day, the average American. Good luck with that. If it wasn't for sports, nobody watched television.
My son, he's 18. His friends, they don't watch any TV.
No.
It's all YouTube.
That's it. All YouTube.
I would say I'm probably 95% YouTube.
I am too.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
finding all these great old shows, man.
I watch. Yeah, I watch. The only thing I have on, and I don't watch anything new for the most part. I watch silly stuff on the Hallmark Channel or like my karate movies or whatever. But for the most part, it's just off in the side. Everything else is YouTube. My phone, that's it. They're filming stuff now specifically to make sure it fits phones. Kids don't watch, even if they have a TV, they don't watch it. It's changed everything. Think about this, too.
TV probably feels like they're totally out of control to them. Like, I don't get to decide when it comes on. I don't get to decide if I can rewind it. I don't get to decide if I can watch another show like it somewhere else. I mean, further down the queue or something like that.
I got to wait a week? What?
What? No, I'm not waiting. Yeah. I need it now.
Yeah. And, when you think about the number one thing we did was watch TV where we still had our shows. Oh, by the way, there was no streaming services. Netflix was around, but it was only DVD.
It was still discs.
Yeah. In fact, they didn't go, streaming didn't overtake until 2011. Isn't that crazy to think? That's not that long. It's 15 years ago.
Man.
But it changed everything because it also, nobody had heard of an influencer. What the hell's an influencer?
Yeah.
Right? There was no such thing as content creators or any of that stuff. Flat earthers, they gave them a place to live. But now, because of that, Napster came and went in 99 and by 2001 with all the lawsuits and everything. But it still was, there wasn't streaming or anything that was relevant like this, where people could be themselves. You were streaming other people's music. You could throw your music up here. Your music. I mean, it changed everything. And when you think about Mr. Beast, I don't think people realize how big he is. You know what his revenue a year is? Mr. Beast, Jimmy Donaldson, what is he? He's not even 30 yet. So Mr. Beast revenue, $800 million. He's got 400 million subscribers on his personal YouTube.
Interesting.
He's had 130 some billion streams. He is as big as television companies himself. It is crazy, the amount of stuff. But it also democratized all media. Now it's like, I don't like what you're saying over here. I think you're full of crap. You're not giving me the whole story. I'm going to go. These people will tell me stuff that you're not.
Yeah. You're saying things I don't like.
Yes.
I'm going over here.
Yeah. Absolutely. Whole family watches TV and streams on the phone at the same time. There's a lot of that. Netflix is trying something new, speaking of that, where it can tell, which is scary, that you've moved your eyes down for a certain amount of time to your phone, and that it's going to start to run an ad. So you have to look up, to try to keep you from...
Oh, man.
So you pay attention. I mean, this changed the whole world, and people... Talk about something that's come in and disrupted everything.
Playing an ad's not the way to keep my attention, though.
No. I think it's more of a shock. They should have somebody come on and just curse at you.
Hey, pay attention.
Yeah. So, and you're like, oh, yeah, I should pay attention. I'm 50 and haven't watched regular television probably 5 years. It's nothing but YouTube. Yeah.
It's because you're old, Jason.
Were you used to? No, he hasn't watched TV.
It's because he's old. I'm saying he's old. He's 50.
Yeah, he's 50.
Who wants to be that old?
I know. It's not like us, all in our 20s. But think about this. So we used to watch a 30-minute or a 60-minute show. Now I can watch 10 episodes of something, 6 minutes of things that I want to watch, pick it myself and go.
Yep.
That's it. I mean, crazy. YouTube, if you'd have told YouTube in 2005, hey, by the way, you guys are going to have the Sunday NFL ticket. Oh, really? Yeah.
Well, and look what has changed. I mean, what I've noticed, and I know it's happened before, this round of the NBA playoffs, but have you noticed that the NBA playoffs, they started out on ABC, then they've been on NBC Peacock, and now tonight they're going to be on Prime.
Yeah.
So it's like you've got all these platforms sharing time. Whenever it used to, I think the NBA playoffs used to be on like TNT.
Yeah, it used to be TNT. That used to be the big thing, right? And then they lost the rights, and then that's when they came and spent all that money to get the TNT guys, Ernie and
Chuck
and everybody. But
Shaq.
It used to be, that was it. It used to be one channel. This is on the two, it's on in Channel 2 or Channel 4, Channel 7.
I don't know why they do it, but I think it's TV Land that does MASH in the afternoons, and they started on the quarter hours. And I've never been able to figure out why they do that. Yeah.
That's weird.
I just wonder if it has something to do with
Kim Jong-un.
Him or I mean, it's just so off. I mean, it doesn't matter. You're still watching 30 minutes of TV.
But it's weird.
That's so not what we're used to.
But I wonder, do they show 2 episodes?
They'll show, they show 2. One will start at 15, go to 45. The second one starts after the break and then goes to 15.
I wonder what.
Interesting.
I wonder if they do what's on after that.
I can't remember.
Because if it's something that's like an hour, because they don't have all of the commercials like they used to, I wonder if it eventually syncs up. The 40 instead of showing a 60-minute show that has 20 minutes.
But that's the only shows they do it with.
That's weird, though.
And it's also they also do it in the mornings when they run 4 episodes in the mornings.
I wonder if they have cartoons or something they show it in. No, that's a bizarre thing.
Yeah.
We got to get this TV Land folks on here.
I mean, as media people, we're used to thinking in terms of
top and bottom.
Yeah, quarter hours. But we, like Ken said, we think in terms of top and bottom.
That is bizarre. Well, you know what? When you have YouTube, you can watch any of it. Doesn't really matter.
Have you guys, do you guys have the Pluto app?
Oh, yeah.
I freaking love that app.
I do, too. You know what else I like? Tubi.
Tubi's not bad either.
No,
I think they have all the fantasy islands.
Oh, they do.
I have Tubi, but I never use it. I honestly feel so overwhelmed by platforms that I tend to draw back and go, I got YouTube. That's all I need.
Yeah, I can see that. There is a lot. Well, I mean, how many of you guys listening? I bet everybody's had this. You go home and you're like, I'm going to chill. And you start scrolling. And 40 minutes into your scroll, you're like, what the hell am I doing?
What have I been doing? Exactly.
And then you go back to something you've seen 43 times. You're like, I'm just going to go watch this again. What is wrong with us?
It's like we discover things that become comfort watching for us. And I am as guilty of that as anybody. I'll get to the point where I'm going down a rabbit hole and I'm like, I don't want to see this anymore. And I'll just go watch something I've watched, like you said, 100 times before.
Yeah. I don't know what. Well, part of it's our brain because it's comfort and we know we don't have to pay that much attention to it and we like it and it's comfort food.
Twilight Zones and Andy Griffith.
But it's also weird that we have to scroll for 20 minutes to go back to something we probably know we should have just started with.
Right.
The only thing TV is good for is sports now.
That's for me. That's the only reason I had YouTube TV. And then whenever I found out I could get everything I wanted on ESPN, I just ditched YouTube TV, and now I'm just paying for ESPN.
Yeah.
Do you get Hulu too?
I bought this bundle free because it was cheaper just based on what we already have Hulu with, just to go ESPN solo.
Yeah.
So you're a Disney hater.
No, because Disney owns ESPN.
Yeah, that's right. And they're getting ready to just do nothing but digital, a la carte stuff.
When do you think, wasn't Netflix trying to come up with its own like news team and like weather teams?
Yeah, they're going to start doing that. They're going to have their own weather channel and stuff. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've got more at our fingertips, and we have more control. That's the other thing. We democratize it. We're the ones who are in control of everything. Now, the prices suck, but you know what? You don't have to have it. There's enough places you can go. If you took away YouTube, Hulu, and all that, there's enough free stuff that you would never have to worry about anything.
Pluto.
Yeah, Pluto.
It's free. I mean, you got to watch ads, but they're not too long.
No.
I subscribe to no streaming services.
That's the way to go, Brother Bilal.
0.
What's your go-to then?
YouTube.
That's it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need it.
Can you watch Andy Griffith and Twilight Zone on YouTube?
No, but I've got TV Land for that.
Yeah.
And I'll put it on in the background while I'm playing video games. I'm not even looking at it.
But it's comfort food back there. Oh, I can hear that. It feels nice. That feels nice.
And Barney just made himself look like an idiot again. So I'm on the right channel.
Andy!
Oh, Andy. But it's just amazing. Tubi, Italian horror. That's what a lot of people say. The Waltons love that show.
Ah, the Waltons. Forgot about the Waltons.
They owned a whole mountain.
Yes, sir.
And they were poor.
Yes, sir.
That's pretty crazy that you can own a mountain and you're poor. That was
They told each other good night.
every single night. Every night they told themselves good night. Good night, John Boy.
Good night, Sarah Ellen.
God's like, Mom, Dad, why'd you have so many damn kids? That's why we're poor. We'd be doing all right if you stopped at like 3.
Birth control hadn't been invented yet.
No, good God.
They had all those kids, and they'd taken their parents in, too.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Grandma and Grandpa.
They lived there. I remember that. There was, good night, John Boy. Good night. Good night, Grandma. Good night, Grandpa.
Would you all shut up so I could sleep?
Yeah. Hey, why is it some of us have shoes and some of us don't? What's wrong with that? That was also weird, too. Everybody walking around without shoes. What the hell? My God, they were poor. Yeah, they were poor because they had so many damn kids.
They had a car, though.
They had one car. They had a truck thing, right?
Yeah.
Just drag everybody around.
Everybody just pile onto the truck.
That's it. It was like watching an Indian like train ride.
Time to go to market.
That's right. Hey, Grandpa too. Grandma and Grandpa.
Yeah.
Feel a little frisky. They're both still alive. Not them, but
the mom and dad.
Yeah.
Really?
I think they're both still alive.
Well, I'll be.
So I'm always fascinated by that. So my dad was the oldest of 13. Again, good God. That's a lot. That's why you're poor. That's it. Why are we so poor?
Yeah, back then they didn't have federal subsidies.
No, they didn't.
My grandmother only had 3 children, but she had, I think, 9 brothers and sisters.
God, that's insane.
I can't fathom that. And that was looked upon as normal in its day.
In its day, yeah. Well, and before that day, you had 10 because 7 weren't going to make it to 7.
Well, and you had, also back in the day, they needed help in the fields. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was like a business decision.
That's it.
A lot of
times you hear stories about, well, I only got to 4th grade, but Dad needed help, so I had to quit, go out to the field. Yeah, that was.
That's why we really don't even need summer break anymore.
No, we don't. I'll tell you that, kids. You guys need to go to school all year. Some of you. Some of you do. Not all of you.
No.
No what?
I don't. I cherish those 2.5 months where I don't have to worry about the speed going down to 15 miles an hour in certain sections of the road.
Oh, I see. So it's
traffic
for you.
is better. Yeah, I will have to say it is better when school is out.
You always know it's for Bell. Bell doesn't want anybody to come here for the Super Bowl. He never wants to draft here again. He also wants there to be a permanent school break so he doesn't have to worry about traffic.
That's
or
right.
start
Stop
at
educating
11.
these little idiots. Stop it.
Start at 11. There you go. Start school at 11. Get out at 2. We'll be good with that. All right, coming up, Bell. He knows sports. That's what we're here. Let's
Yes,
find
sir.
out what he's going to talk about sports-wise today. It's always a surprise to us, too. And every day asks me, are we doing sports again? We do sports every day, Bell. I just want to make sure. And then we'll have no idea what he's going to talk about. That's why we love Bell. We'll talk about that straight ahead. Chip Enzo, Super Talk 99.7. Relief Factor will give you relief when it comes to aches and pains in your joints and muscles, right? Inflammation is nasty. And the food we eat, well, it's got a lot of stuff in there that really contributes to this. And so what do you need to do? Relief Factor. It focuses on those pathways, helps you fight inflammation, doesn't mask the pain, and it's awesome. I take it all the time. I will tell you guys this. I put my body through it. When I was younger, I played soccer. I put my body, my ankles, my knees. You know what? I feel amazing. I feel great. And Relief Factor. That's why. I'm working out more, feeling a lot better. Try Relief Factor. This is for day-to-day aches and pains, especially when it comes to inflammation in your joints and your muscles. It is less than $20 to get a 3-week quick start. You go to relieffactor.com, relieffactor.com. You can take it every single day. It's not addictive. It's naturally formulated. Or call 800-4-RELIEF, 800 the number 4-RELIEF for Relief Factor.
All right, we got a crash. Fessler's Lane, just south of Lebanon Pike. A major shift in federal marijuana policy. What it's going to mean here in Tennessee. And then a blast from the breakfast past, making a surprise comeback in your cereal boxes. Coming up at 1 o'clock on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to have to start eating Fruit Loops again.
Oh, I love Fruit Loops.
I do, too.
Apple Jacks, man.
Dude, I can do it. I could do an entire box in one sitting.
I could eat Apple Jacks all day because A is for apple. And
Wait a minute. You're not supposed to do that?
no.
Oh.
Not after you. Well, it depends. You had your gummies and you want your Apple Jacks.
You mean your gummies?
Your gummies, man. Oh, man. My gummies are different because I get the drowsies.
Yeah, that's right. Well, what do you call them?
Tonys, baby.
the
Take some of them Tonys, get the drowsies. You know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends of all ages, it's time.
Now it's time for Sports with Bell. When you need to know sports information, you turn to the guy who calls basketball shooty hoops. Let's talk some sports with Bell.
All right, Bell. He delivers sports like nobody's in the business. What do you got for us today?
Okay, I'm not entirely sure what this means, but somebody said that Chelsea is the British Mets.
Yes.
What's that mean?
The British Mets. So Chelsea's the soccer team. They are.
They're sucking.
Yes, and they're owned by They're owned by the guys who own basically the Dodgers and now part of the San Diego Padres, and they. I think they're paying 4 managers to not manage.
What
That they
do you
fired.
mean?
They just hired a guy named Liam Racina, who he lasted 100 days, and they fired him.
So they still got to pay him?
Oh, yeah. Still got to pay him. Oh, and they signed him to a 6-year contract where everybody said, this is stupid. And you guys did it.
Wow.
But they're pretty, yeah.
So he gets a paycheck for the next 6 years. And is that regardless if he gets another job or not?
No. They'll probably work it out where he gets, just a full buyout straight up. Like, here's $15 million, go away, and then he'll go find another job somewhere else. A lot of times in those situations, you have to make an effort to get another job. You just don't get to sit there and do nothing.
Okay.
So you have to make some sort of effort.
But he sucks.
He doesn't suck. He should just nobody. Bell, you would be just as good as him. The reality is, it doesn't matter who runs it because the guys up top run it, and so you're just a figurehead at that point.
Well, for that kind of money, I'll be a figurehead.
Yeah, you probably would be.
Did you guys see this? The Seattle Mariners pitcher who caught a 107-mile-per-hour line drive in his jersey.
Yeah, and you know what? I think according to the rules, it's a hit.
Yeah, it was a hit. They gave the batter a single.
Yeah, because you can't. You've got to catch it with outside of your uniform.
It went in between the buttons.
He was lucky.
Yes, he was. Otherwise, that would have been quite painful.
Mm-hmm. Baby, see, we talk sports. You guys now know what's going on in the world of sports. Coming up, hour number 2. A lot of good stuff still to get. Talk a little bit more about Iran, NES, weed. And would you eat iguana? What? Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7.
One o'clock on the dot. I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Got the full forecast in 5 minutes. Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche has announced a major shift in federal marijuana policy. The Justice Department's reclassifying state-licensed medical marijuana and FDA-approved cannabis products as Schedule III drugs, which recognizes medical use and eases restrictions on research and taxes for medical marijuana businesses. Now, federal officials stress this does not legalize recreational marijuana on the federal level nationwide. And even with marijuana downgraded at the federal level, Tennessee law stays the same. Lawmakers moved this year to prevent federal rescheduling from triggering a state review. Supporters say it keeps policy decisions in lawmakers' hands. And the Justice Department's move to reschedule marijuana does not immediately change the status of hemp-derived THC products. Those products are legal under the federal farm bill for now, as long as they meet hemp limits on THC. Operation Epic Fury Karen Travers says there's no end in sight for the tensions between Iran and the U.S. as both countries continue patrolling of ships trying to navigate the Strait of Hormuz.
The president says that he has ordered the U.S. Navy to shoot and kill any boat that is laying mines in the Strait of Hormuz. Now, it's important to note that the U.S. Navy right now does not have ships in the Strait of Hormuz. They're right now operating just east of there as part of that blockade that the president put in place to try to prevent ships from going to and from Iranian ports. So those 17 Navy ships are east in the strait, east of the strait in the Gulf of Oman and in the Arabian Sea.
Iran says it's collected and deposited the first toll from a ship that navigated the strait. President Trump extended a ceasefire, but no date for a second round of talks has been set. Elsewhere in our nation's capital, new developments in funding for the Department of Homeland Security. The Senate passed a budget blueprint that sets up future funding for immigration enforcement agencies without needing Democratic votes. And they were once a staple of the breakfast table, and now they're making a comeback, says ABC's Mike Dubusky.
Pouring out a bowl of cereal was once an easy way for kids to score free toys. Model cars, whistles, trading cards, even tiny launchable rocket ships. But as the industry pulled back on marketing sugary cereals to children in the 2000s, cereal box toys fell out of fashion. Until now, Kellogg's announcing that boxes of Fruit Loops, Frosted Flakes, Apple Jacks, and other cereals will include toys like novelty spoons starting next week. It's all part of a promotional campaign for the new Toy Story movie. Mike Dubusky, ABC News.
That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
What is up? Happy Thursday. Oh, good news. Iran's making money. There you go. So there's that. We've really thought this through well. Don't you worry, guys. We're going to bomb you in the Strait of Hormuz as soon as we get over there. I have no idea. Who's running this place? Whoever it is, you need to get this handled. Okay? sort this out. Talking about 6 months? This may be this way for 6 months. That's not a good look.
What happened to 4 to 6 weeks?
Well, that is, you don't understand, dude. You don't understand the way chess is, okay? You don't get chess. You don't get Chinese checkers. Do you guys remember Chinese checkers?
Yes.
Never understood it.
I have no idea what Chinese checkers. What are we doing?
That's just racist.
So, you know what? But I was more into Mahjong anyway, so it didn't really matter. I just understood. There were so many games when you were a kid, you look back like, what the? I don't even remember how to play that. But I did. Here's a marble, and there's a round thing, and this is, you're like, I have no idea what this, looking back on it. But we've got to figure this thing out. It's ugly. And if we're 6 months, I have news for you. At 6 months, Trump's in more than a little trouble. And if the goal is to wait them out, I want you guys to understand something. I get a lot of you, we hate Iran. Okay, that's fine. We've helped build their tolerance to being broke and poor and inflation. They live in a world of sanctions. They started getting off oil years ago. And when they sell oil, so let's just say they're selling oil for $100 a barrel. Let's like pre-war, but I'm just using round numbers. The way it works is China buys it. Well, it's $100 a barrel if you're buying it from just the open market. But you're only giving Iran 90. Why? Well, customs, you're sanctioned. We're not supposed to do this. We don't have to deal with that. We got to use ghost fleets and all of these kind of things. So they're making less money. And then you start throwing around the fact that they're sitting there, and who's in charge? Well, that's probably the IRGC. I would say at this point, it's mostly the IRGC, and we've probably strengthened them. And we're not going to bomb their way. We're not going to bomb our way to some sort of, caring, more altruistic group. Because remember, if they don't care, this is the thing. If you told me, well, they killed 45,000 other people, so you think they care if their people starve? Remember, it's all about keeping the regime alive. We've put them in a position where it's more of a junta, that's a military junta, than it is now a theocracy. Because I don't really know how well the Ayatollah 2 Electric Boogaloo is doing. Khomeini 2. I don't, because nobody's seen him. And I have a feeling we're dealing with the military. So it's an ugly position. And the fact that we're sitting there talking about 6 months. So what does that mean? It means everything's going to go up. It means prices are going to stay stagnant. It means there's a chance we could be heading for because the rest of the world, by the way, we are affected the least when you think about it. Because one of the things, like when you go look at like Germany, I think it's $9 a gallon in Germany. But a lot of that is taxes. Because they're going to tax their way into green energy.
Is it a gallon or is it a liter?
That's a gallon.
Oh,
that looks a gallon. So, but we're okay. It's more expensive in Mexico. Mexico's like $5 a gallon. If you live on the border of Mexico, it's funny when I lived down in Arizona, they would come across the border all the time and fill up, and then they go back across because their taxes are so high. Not in California though. They don't go back and forth to California. It's El Paso, it's Arizona, but California, they might as well stay there. So this is, the rest of the world is going to be hurting, which means eventually it's going to, trickle down to us. We got to do better. And it's going to take 6 months potentially. That is not, Lufthansa yesterday says, 20, we're going to cancel 20,000 flights. And then we're going to save, which is, by the way, the most insane thing. We're going to go save. There's no way we should save Spirit Airline. No way. Sorry, Spirit. There's no way. You do not deserve to be saved.
If you wanted to exist, you should have run yourself properly.
If you were bankrupt twice before the war ever started. Think about that. They were bankrupt twice. And now you want us, and now they're talking about it? You cannot. How infuriating is it? And luckily, people are going, yeah, no, this is not something that we want done. And the reason is simple. They don't deserve it.
The White House press secretary says this is something that the Commerce Department and the president are tracking. But the possibility of a bailout is sparking bipartisan backlash. Republican Senator Ted Cruz posted, "This is an absolutely terrible idea. The government doesn't know a damn thing about running a failed budget airline. Spirit has filed for bankruptcy twice. It does risk imminently shutting down as it struggles to pay for soaring jet fuel costs from the Iran war."
Yeah. So is everybody else.
And bailouts do not belong in capitalism.
No.
Period.
No, they don't. Unless government goes and does COVID. That's the one time. We're shutting everything down. COVID. Government can't come in and do that, force it, and then expect you to pay your bills. But no, we shouldn't have bailed out the banks. We shouldn't have bailed out the big, remember when Ford, we had to go in and bail all of them out. Because why? Because their pensions were so out of control. Because eventually you're paying more people not to work. And
Lee Iacocca said, please.
Yeah. Well, there you go. And thank you. At least the one thing you could say is the banks paid the money back. We didn't get that with the car companies. And do you think we're going to get this with? No. We're going to take an interest in it? Oh, God, please.
The only thing that is worse at running business than a bad CEO is government.
Yeah, because usually it's the worst CEOs that are in government. It's the people that tried to be CEOs and they made enough money that they want to go play government. That's the other thing. They want to play government.
Yeah, so I guess, why not just let what happens and people buy tickets? I mean, aren't there other budget airlines?
Yes. And somebody will come in and gobble them up. It'll be pennies on the dollar, but you know what? Why should we save you? Frontier will come in and buy them up. Or, American might go, you know what? We would love to have more of those routes. Let's take them.
Well, not only that, there will be a certain degree of staff that they absorb too, because this is a very specialized field, and you don't just go pick somebody off a tree when you need a worker for your business.
Yeah,
These
you'll
are
need
pre-trained.
Yeah, and you'll need workers to handle the load, to handle the extra load.
100%. And think about how many we hear how they're short all the time on airplanes. They're short all the time on pilots. It's not like these people are going to be out of work for somebody would come in and buy them up. One of the reasons, everybody's like Frontier, because they tried to merge. And why? Because Frontier's not run well either. That's like that's like the guy who can't swim teaching the guy who also can't swim how to swim. No. It's just, but we don't need to spend this, just like we don't need to go in and bail out the United Arab Emirates and everybody else with a currency swap. Well, it's less risk. Why are we doing this? Enough. Oh, yeah, because we've got so much money, Bell. You're right. I forgot about that. So, yeah, I know Ford didn't take any money. GM and Chrysler did. Yeah, because Ford got rid of their pensions for the most part. So, it's just, it's so frustrating. It is. Just let them fail. Sorry, it sucks. And when you look at it, too, the reason right now airlines are losing money hand over fist because they're having to buy fuel at high prices. But people that are flying today bought their tickets 6 weeks ago when it was cheaper. But they're flying today. They've already made that purchase. So you've got to eat it. That's why even if fuel came down tomorrow, people who bought their tickets today, those prices are locked in. And it's not like you're going to get on the plane in 8 weeks and then go, oh, by the way, we refunded you 40%. No, they're still going to be 20% higher, which sucks because I've been looking, flying my son and everybody out here. And it's like, oh, God. It's getting so damn expensive. Everything's expensive. I'm not happy about that. You need to fix that, Bell. So
I'll make some phone calls. We'll get a little more government, and that'll fix it.
There you go. 0360. Perfect. Here's a perfect example. I cut grass for a living. I'm spending an extra $200 to $300 a week to put gas in the truck and my lawnmowers. Are they going to bail me out? No, they're not. They're not going to bail you out. Isn't going to happen. Now, if you're called Spirit Airlines, maybe we should go try to get an LLC called Spirit Airlines and see if they'll Spirit Airlines and then spell Spirit differently and see if they'll bail us out. Infuriating.
Well, it's government. They might fall for it.
They might. You never know. You never know. Weed, you guys heard top of the hour. They're going to do something with weed. And by they, I mean everybody but us.
Oh. Yeah. I thought there was a hookah bar opening or something that we could take.
A hookah bar? What?
I just thought maybe there were some options coming open.
That's like going to an oxygen bar?
Kind of.
Remember those?
Yes.
You ever see those, Ken?
There used to be one over on Demumbrian.
Really?
Yeah.
An oxygen bar.
Right across from the Comfort Inn.
People go in and just breathe pure oxygen. I'm like, what's wrong with you people?
Yeah, that's what Las Vegas does.
Well, yeah, you need that, though.
But you got to have that because you got to be awake for 3 days.
Yeah. No clocks. You ever notice that? Go to a casino. It's no clocks.
Yeah.
No clocks. They don't want you to know how long you've been there.
And it's maze getting out of the building.
It is. It's like, didn't we just wait? I'm back to where I started. Can't believe that. I can't get out of the penny slots.
How long have I been here?
Ooh, I like that. Somebody said Spear, SPEAR, IT Airlines. Spirit Airlines.
That's pretty good.
I like that.
Makes sense.
Yeah, Trump should buy Spirit Airlines with his own money, rename it Trump Airlines, and for Congress to fly on it. You know why Trump will never do that? Trump said it's the biggest loser, airlines. He did. You remember when he had Trump? He had Trump Airlines.
I don't specifically recall that, but I know there's a reason he flies private.
and it failed, and that's when God, what's his name? Branson. Branson was asking him when he was getting ready to start Virgin. He wanted to sit down with Trump and say, "Hey, how did the airline thing go?" It was a very interesting conversation because he said all Trump talked about was how he was going to revenge himself for all the people that wouldn't help him out when he was broke. And that this was supposed to be them talking about the airline industry. And Richard Branson said, and at the end, he goes, it was like 3 hours of him just talking about how he was going to just crush everybody's soul and he was going to get revenge. And then he said, as he got up to walk away, he looked at him and said, "Oh, by the way, Richard, don't get into airlines. They're stupid." Too expensive. Too expensive.
And he did.
Yeah, he did okay with them. That's all I used to fly was Virgin. Oh, Virgin was great. I flew British a few times too because my neighbor was a pilot for British, so I'd fly with him. That's how I got to fly in the cockpit. That was prior to 9/11. Goodness me. All right. Oh, there's an IV bar now. Yeah, I've heard about that.
An IV bar?
Yeah. You get those like vitamin A and stuff.
And if you know the right person, they'll fill it up with willies.
Yeah, you've never heard about the IV bar? They'll come to work and give us IVs. They'll come to work and give you IVs. If you've done an IV, text the show. Let us know, what did you get? Is there a special mixture that you get? Do you order something? Is it like going to Starbucks where you're like, I'll take a little vitamin A with a vitamin D chaser and a little bit of this? I mean, or is it just you get whatever you get? Is it pre-mixed? You've never heard of an IV bar? Come on, man. I bet you can charge a gank for that, too. I mean, it's an IV. It's vitamin A and vitamin, I don't think they're giving you any real medicine. And you're supposed to do it. You know who I've seen do it a lot? And it would be great here, if you guys are smart, somebody wants to start a business, for people who have hangovers. They come over the next day and they hydrate you really fast, and it's supposed to cure your hangover in minutes. So, coming up. A lot of stuff still to get to on this most festive days. Weed. We need to talk about that. We'll talk a little bit more about that and the chaos that won't happen here because of. And I got a question for you guys about that. And yes, we are going to talk about iguanas. Would you eat an iguana?
No, sir.
Yep.
Well, it depends on how hungry I am.
There you go. Therein lies the magic of it all. Because there could be a company out there that's like, hey, it'd be neat. You could try ham on your pizza, but how about a little iguana?
Plus, they can get them for free. They just got to go to Florida and start popping.
There you go. So we'll talk about that and a bunch of other good things on the way on this beautiful Thursday. Chad Benson, Super Talk 997. Oh, kids, Omaha Steaks, baby. Absolutely fantastic. So last night, and I forgot to bring them into you guys. Remind me tomorrow, boys. My wife, I get home. I go, what is that? She goes, I made us pasta with Wagyu beef. Delicious. It's incredible. Wagyu beef's otherworldly. Not had it. They've got a burger thing right now, a special going on Omaha Steaks. Wagyu burgers are free. You're going to get a whole bunch of other stuff. Like, filet burgers, regular old hamburgers that are amazing. But they've got all of these incredible things for you on Omaha Steaks. 50% off and then some. On top of that, you're going to save an extra $35 off when you use my code Benson. You cannot, every day I go home and she's made something new because of Omaha Steaks. And I'm just like, this is the most amazing thing. It's awesome. If you want the best in protein delivered to your house with a money-back guarantee, it's Omaha Steaks. How do you get it? You go to omahasteaks.com. Use my code Benson. You're going to save an extra $35 off at checkout. omahasteaks.com. Use my code Benson. See site for detailed terms may apply.
All right, drivers, we have a crash. It's impacting traffic going northbound on the North Loop. It's off on the right shoulder there at the Lyle A. Fulton Bridge. Still working a crash, Fessler's Lane just south of Lebanon Pike. Major shift in federal marijuana policy. We'll tell you what it means coming up at 1:30 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
And he means what it means for everybody that's not us.
Yeah. What it means for everybody, and then what it means for Tennessee.
Yeah.
What's with all the rank amateurs that need an IV to recover from drinking too much.
Okay, first of all,
it's called hair of the dog. You get up the next morning, you do a couple of shots, you feel fine. Stop being girly men.
Okay, first of all, don't listen to Bell. Right? This is what happens. Bell himself, currently Bell's inebriated, so it doesn't really matter. He's just in a perpetual state of inebriation.
Paul might be listening. Stop.
Nobody's listening. Okay, so are you ready for this, guys? The Myers cocktail, the whole IV. It's vitamin A, B12, glutathione, magnesium, chloride. That sounds
Goodness.
like, yeah. Vitamin C, B complex, B1, B2, B3, B5, never B4, B6, zinc, folic acid. There you go.
And you have to have this in an IV, or can't they just make a supplement? Like you can take in a pill form, capsule form?
Well, that slows down your body's absorption of it.
Yeah, because you're going to take it in so much faster, right?
And how much does it cost?
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, let us know what you guys
$1
are paying for. You know what? I bet you those places you get, if it's a one-time thing, if you're just here partying and stuff. But otherwise, you probably get a membership.
Isn't this what Diddy did?
Oh yeah.
Like after their big freak-offs, he would have like 3 days of IVs.
You got to do that sometimes after freaking off that much.
Do they have to have people who have medical licenses of some fashion?
No, I don't think. Honestly, I don't think so.
Well, I don't want somebody who.
I think all you needed to be is have a phlebotomist, which for years I thought that's a weird thing for a plant, but whatever.
That is a medically licensed.
Yeah, but
person
you're not getting a doctor,
right? Not expect that.
Yeah.
I don't want to go in there and sit down to get an IV, and they're going on their 7th stab trying to find the vein.
That's whenever you just put it between your big toe and your
that's
the next one over.
I'm not a heroin addict.
Why don't you go right in my groin? We'll be fine.
Oh wait, I do smoke pot. I might end up becoming a heroin addict.
Yeah, that's
Gateway
the.
drug and all.
You know what? Well,
there's
it's the
no wood-
opposite. You do heroin, and that leads you to the weed.
Where's the absolute nearest wood chipper?
I have a sudden itch to climb into something that's going to spit me out into bits and pieces.
Somebody texted $120.
Oh, now do you get a rush off of that? See, my grandma used to do this 25 years ago. She used to go get IVs, and I used to think it was weird. She'd ask me to take her over there, and I thought, whatever, Grandma, I'll help you out. And she would be on, it was almost like, I thought they were giving her meth. She'd come out like bouncy, and I'm like, what the hell's going on here? So I was like, Grandma's on meth. So when I was in the Army, the medics would give us an IV while we were drinking. Yeah, it puts a different twist on drinking contest. Yeah. Phlebotomists aren't accredited in any way. Well, there you go.
They've had training, though, at least.
What kind of training do you need?
Got to find that vein.
Yeah. You'll be fine, man. I got it. We'll do one in your neck. So, one time...
Right in the carotid artery. You just burned.
How's he going? Oh, somebody sent us the state metropolitan government of Nashville. Somebody, there's $199 for some. But how long does it last? Because if you get like a good kick in the butt, but it lasts a day, it's $199. It's kind of spendy. I mean, it's vitamin.
Well, I thought the point was to cure your hangover.
No, these people are going because it's good for you to get all these things. So, you have to pee bad after an hour. I'm sure you do. So, somebody said you guys would do better with wine enemas.
Okay, you have my attention.
Do you ever heard people that do that? And
There's
they'll
a
pour,
real deal,
and
man.
It gets you drunk in seconds.
That's why Stevie Nicks used to do cocaine that way.
She can do that?
There's always been a rumor that Stevie Nicks, when she was going through her cocaine phase where she was heavily addicted, that she would do it that way to get high faster.
Wow.
Whoa. That's, man, you got to really...
What's that called? Boofing or something?
Yeah. What kind of straw do you have to have for that?
Got to have a funnel.
Totally.
Says STP on the side.
Get a little oil in there. She's doing all right. Oh, my Lord. That's insane.
That is weird, man.
I love it. It's called boofing. Somebody give me a novelty straw. Oh, Lordy, Lordy. All right, coming up, we'll talk a little bit about iguanas. Would you or would you not?
Oh, man. Poor little iguanas.
Poor little iguanas. Plus, Michael Jackson's movie comes out today. We'll talk about that. The amount of money it's going to make compared to what people are saying is very interesting. Among other things, by the way, the top 20 artists of all time, Spotify has released it. You'll never guess who's on here. Me. I'm kidding. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 997.
I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Got the full forecast coming up in 5 minutes. A major shift in federal marijuana policy. The federal government easing its stance on medical marijuana. Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche signed an order moving certain marijuana products from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3 under federal law, which expands medical research and reduces regulatory hurdles for state-licensed medical cannabis programs. Recreational marijuana remains illegal at the federal level. The federal shift stops at the Tennessee border. State lawmakers passed a bill this year that ensures federal rescheduling does not loosen Tennessee's marijuana laws unless the legislature approves it. And the Justice Department's action today does not affect hemp-derived THC products sold legally in Tennessee for now. Operation Epic Fury. Ian Pannell says the president posted to social media today that he ordered the U.S. Navy to shoot and kill boats laying mines in the strait.
The blockade exists in the Gulf of Oman, which is south or southeast of the Strait of Hormuz. The Strait of Hormuz obviously runs very close to the Iranian coastline as well as the Omani coastline, and that's where we saw the Iranian fast boats in operation. Iran's made it clear that it will respond to what it sees as a breach of the ceasefire by these seizures or attacks against vessels that are either carrying the Iranian flag or carrying Iranian oil.
Iran says it has collected and deposited the first toll from a ship that navigated the strait. President Trump extended this ceasefire and has no date for a second round of talks. And in an overnight vote, the U.S. Senate approved a budget framework tied to funding immigration components of the Department of Homeland Security. The measure triggers budget reconciliation, which allows lawmakers to advance funding bills without needing 60 Senate votes, meaning Republicans can do it with a simple majority. That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
All right, guys. Painisbad.com. So good friends over at the Wellness Institute of Nashville, Dr. Mitchell. Right now, epic spinal special. $33 off each visit. My doctor should be your doctor. Dr. Mitchell is great. And they've got all kinds of great machines. Here's the thing about him. Innovation. Knowledge is great. Got more knowledge than you could even shake a stick at. It's amazing. But innovation. He sees where things are going. What can I do through innovation to make you feel better? That's what he thinks. And right now, amazing stuff. Futuristic healing machine. I love this. It's going to massage your body while you're doing body lasers. What? Laser beams using red light, including the near infrared. That's NIR. It's also going to help with your stem cells, right? Stimulation. What's that do? Tissue regeneration. Uses photons of wavelengths for the ultimate healing. And on top of that, he's got the hydrowave machine and everything else. It's amazing. If you want to feel good, I'm talking about you got serious issues with your slip disc and sciatic and stuff, get over to the Wellness Institute. Call them today, 615-246-5009. 615-246-5009. Check them out online at painisbad.com for the Wellness Institute of Nashville. A lot of you guys out there, crazy, loony things that you were sending us about, what did you call it? Boofing?
Boofing. Yeah.
People are like, it's called butt chugging. And sure enough, there's a story out about a bunch of frat guys out at, Tennessee that got out of control.
Of
doing
course.
That. Of course.
Butt chugging.
What are you doing? Butt chugging. The whole thing with I've never even heard that story, but leave it to Bell.
Who thinks up that sort of thing? Hey, why do you say we just pour this right into our butts? See what happens.
And how Bell came up with, there's always been the rumor that Stevie Nicks used to do cocaine that way.
I've heard that for decades.
Well, it's the Beltanica of music.
Because she had, a really bad coke habit in the 70s.
Yeah, she did. So somebody's all, maybe she uses a pool noodle. We call that noodling.
I mean, I have my doubts about it being true because you hear so much crap that's meant to kind of enhance the legend, shall we say?
Yeah.
I mean, there's always been that Rod Stewart rumor.
Always been that.
Yeah.
And Richard Gere.
Yeah. And stuff like that is not impossible, but most people, if it doesn't involve drugs, I usually don't believe it because drugs will make you do some really stupid stuff.
No, it won't.
Yes, it will.
Yeah, it will. So what? Get over it. Jason said, is it possible for someone at the station to speak to a representative and find out why Tennessee is hell-bent on keeping medical marijuana and or recreational marijuana from being illegal here?
Somehow,
pharmaceutical donations?
Somehow it's going to come back to money.
Yeah.
Everything goes back to money.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, even though the state has plenty of info that shows the majority of our citizens are fine with medical marijuana and most are even okay with recreational, we still can't allow it to be legal because I might not get some money.
Well, and you got to think about it too, especially from the Republican side. All of them go to church. A lot of it's performative, right? They all go to church, and everything is through that lens and echo chamber. And somebody's nephew started doing a little bit of weed 20 years ago before he decided to be a dealer, and then he got into a gang warfare and shot. But it's all because of the weed, and so they have this. Again, they have this picture painted of not somebody doing goomies. Not somebody having a seltzer, but, some stoner like Jeff Spicoli smoking weed.
Yeah.
And,
And that leads to him ordering a pizza in class.
Or and that's a big problem. It's always been a big problem it's the way it's perceived. Because we perceive it in this weird way that everybody's Cheech and Chong that smokes, and you can't be a regular person in reefer madness. And they go, well, we've got to study it. How long do you have to study
wouldn't
something?
be illegal if it wasn't dangerous. Oh, shut up.
Yeah. So, don't they see the benefits from the green sticky? The sticky icky. The devil's cabbage.
Devil's cabbage.
Food revenues would skyrocket, says 3157. Yeah, they would. Man, I'd start buying Taco Bell. Gotta get the Taco Bell. My thing, just tell us, who do we have? Was it Gino Bolsa that was in here talking about, he was, no. They're all that way. Because some of it is money. Some of it is the big pharma. Remember, the biggest drug dealer that are the Sacklers. Right?
That was the opioid people.
Yeah, those are the opioid. Those are the biggest drug dealers. Right? Purdue Pharma,
That's killing a lot of people.
Yeah. You know what's not killing people? Somebody bought a dime bag. He's going to smoke a little at his house today and maybe get the munchies.
And then order DoorDash.
Yeah.
And have spent more on DoorDash than they did the dime bag.
Yes. Lucifer's lettuce. Somebody said, I love Jesus and the Happy Leaf.
Me too.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
I like the Maritahoochie.
Again, we're all grown up, and we should be treated as such. And don't lie to us about, well, it's going to be. I've always argued this. I will continue. Well, it's a gateway drug. For who? For kids. Do you think kids can't get it now?
They get plenty of liquor.
Absolutely. It's easy for them to get. By the way, most stoners will tell you if you want to get the best drugs, talk to the kids. They know where the best people are.
Really, take advantage of your resources.
It is such a joke. Stop telling us. It's like the gun. Yeah. Oh, if we took guns away. Okay, here's the deal. How about this? We'll take all of the big scary guns away that you want if you can guarantee there will never be another shooting that is a school shooting or somebody else has a big rifle. And if it does happen, then you have to give everybody's guns back and you have to shut up. No, they won't. It's stupid. It's about control. It's about money. And I'm telling you guys, the GOP here in Tennessee are terrified that if it went on the ballot, that it would be approved because their narrative would be destroyed.
Yeah, I think the Vanderbilt poll showed more than 60% of Tennesseans want recreational.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And more than 80% want at least medical.
Yeah. So, you know who else I'd start doing, though, if it became legal here? I'm going to go buy all of the wood chippers I can rent out.
And food trucks. And park them in neighborhoods.
Oh, yeah, totally. But, you know, it's like choice, right? Like they all scream, it's about preserving life, and nobody wants that here. And then Kansas put it on the ballot, and the conservatives were shocked. It passed overwhelmingly to keep choice legal. They were shocked. So you know what? Just don't have it on the ballot. Because the people who are funding you don't want it. And the hemp thing. So what's going on with the hemp? Explain that to me again. I thought, didn't he try to slip the hemp thing in there?
Mitch McConnell is trying to do. It's a loophole in the 2018 Farm Bill.
Oh,
yeah.
gosh.
So like what the acting district attorney general did today does not affect legal sales of legal hemp THC derived products. That is still set to be banned under McConnell's bill that got put into the big, beautiful bill. That is still set to go into effect. I think it was November 21st, which would basically ban pretty much any hemp product with THC in it, which now Rand Paul and others are trying to amend to kind of just keep it like it is right now with your seltzers and that sort of thing. As long as a hemp derived THC product has the federal legal limit of THC in it, it looks like seltzers and maybe some gummies are going to stay legal. However, kind of what's in the Tennessee law is that you will only be able to get it if it's hand-to-hand sell. You won't be able to order from out of state or anything like that, but you will be able to get it from a licensed business, not gas stations or grocery stores, which I agree with the gas stations. I would not buy anything from a gas station. Nothing against gas stations, but I know where I get my products from. I trust these folks. They are licensed. I see the license on the wall, you know.
Yeah.
So for now, hemp-derived THC products are not impacted by this deal today, and they won't be impacted until November unless something is done about that, unless something is amended to what McConnell was able to get in the big, beautiful bill.
God, why? First of all, here's the new rule. If you're that old and you're getting ready to retire, you shouldn't be allowed to amend or do anything because you're only doing it because somebody's paying you a gank of cash, I'm sure, to help him out in his retirement fund or so. Why would you? Like, why? You're 80-something. What do you care if people have hemp? Any hemp-derived products. Oh, Chad, you got to understand something.
Well, my cousin did marijuana once and ended up shooting heroin.
Everybody's got a story.
Everybody's got an anecdote, and I can give you 50,000 anecdotes of people that did pot and then didn't end up shooting heroin.
My dad died of an overdose. You know what it was from? Not weed. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that one right now. Weed didn't do it. When he was just on weed, great, fun. Right? When he drank, nightmare. When he did other drugs, out of control. When he smoked weed, chill. Yeah. Never worried about that. Just let. This is what drives me crazy about the conservative. You guys just want to control everything, right? All the time.
Democrats want to control your pocketbook, and the Republicans want to control your bedroom and what you do in your study when you're rolling a doobie.
Oh, and the Republicans want to control your pocketbook as well. They want to, but the difference is the Democrats want to take that money from you and then give it to somebody else and say, look what we've done for you. Vote for us. The Republicans just want to take that money and put it in their pocket.
Well, Democrats want to make you wear a mask, too.
That's right. Oh, I forgot about that.
Hey, I've seen the average person out there. Some of them need to wear masks.
Yeah, they want to make you wear a mask, and they want to make you get a vaccination.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Forgot about that.
For some things.
Yeah, but remember, vaccinations will give you autism and it might stop the measles. But luckily, we've got a person that is running our health and human resource person. The guy that's running everything, he is very much pro-plague.
You shouldn't do that, man. He's about to go through a divorce, and you're talking bad about him.
Is he?
Yeah.
It's horrible.
He's got some issues. And you know what that is? He's a Kennedy.
Dead animals.
He's charming. And every time somebody comes to give him an interview, he's like, you want to have sex with me? Want to watch me do a push-up? Like, sir, why do you have no shirt on?
Wiener off.
Yeah. Check out this toothpick. I got it out of a raccoon's wiener.
Speaking of which, have you guys seen the new Mike Vrabel news?
Yes.
Apparently Page 6 has some photos of
2020.
him. Yeah, that was while he was coaching the Titans.
You don't look like you guys are doing an interview.
You look like you're really close friends.
Yes. He said that he's going to do the draft tonight, but I don't think he's going to do the draft the rest of the time. I think man, that's an interesting thing because all those guys have clauses in those contracts, you know, that like personal, like don't be an a-hole clause kind of thing. Don't say something's going to embarrass her to do something. She got fired, and people are going, why isn't he getting fired?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, first of all, because she didn't take them to the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah.
I guarantee you they start 0-4, and everybody in the crowd will want him fired. If he's 4-0, they're like, so he got a little strange.
Oh, well, he says he's going to do better.
If it helps the team. That's not very nice. All right, coming up, we're going to do the I've got the Michael Jackson thing ready to play. Oh, it's so good. Oh, man. We'll talk about that, among other things. Chip, so Super Talk 997. Bulwark Capital. My friends over there want to talk to you. Hey, AI. What if it popped? What would happen then? And all of a sudden, down go the investments. Everything would, in probably many people's portfolios, go sideways. Yeah. What about crypto? A lot of people have that, and maybe you're not quite sure what it is. What about just tech across the board? Are you positioned to protect yourself just in case? My friends over at Bulwark want to talk to you. Their whole thing is, look, they look for opportunities. And they look for opportunities much different. I was telling Bell earlier today, one of the things they have is they have a gold mining company. And it's actually a gold mining company, and it pays out huge dividends. And guess what? Virtually no risk in it. Why is that? Because of what they own, valued far more than the company itself. And it's just simple. Buy low, sell high. And a lot of people, it's not sexy. It's not tech. Tech can go sideways. We've all seen that. Why not find out what they can do for you? Schedule your free Know Your Risk portfolio review from them today. It's absolutely free. They'll go through your portfolio, show you what they're about, You'll find out what they're about. It's simple and easy. Go to knowyourriskpodcast.com and sign up for today. Knowyourriskpodcast.com. Investment advisory service offered through Trek Financial LLC and SEC Registered Investment Advisor. Invest involved risk, not a guarantee. Past performance not guarantee future results. Trek 2647. Hey, start noticing things, right? Cracks in the wall, uneven floors, driveways sinking, separating. What happening? It's an issue that you need to make sure you have looked at by our good friends over at United Structural Systems. They've been doing things the right way for so many years, since 1994, 30,000 customers. And when you got foundation issues, get it done right with USS. There's no quick fixes in this. It gets to a certain point, you know you have to call in the big guns, and they are that. They're going to come in, give you a free inspection. They're not going to charge you anything. And when they present you with something, you're going to be surprised, A, when the work they do is second to none. And how, when I've talked to people who've had work done by them, they just tell you it is the most amazing, the way they fix it, how they treat everything about the house, the whole 9 yards. It's amazing. So right now, call USS. Find out what they can do for you. Check on that foundation before it gets even uglier. 615-488-7855. 615-488-7855 or online at USSTN.com.
A historic marijuana policy change. We'll tell you what it means and what it does not mean in Tennessee. That's coming up at 2 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
Just have all these songs in my head. I'm just getting started. I said you wanna be starting something.
There's no one like you.
Got to be starting something. This is what I was put on earth to do. And Mother always told me. I knew you were different the moment you were born. You let your light shine into the world. You are the greatest of all time.
Is that his actual voice, or is the nephew singing?
That's the nephew.
That's the nephew?
Yeah.
Wow.
So the nephew is Tito's kid, right? No, it's not Tito. It's Jermaine.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's Jermaine.
Jafar Jackson, who was 12 when Michael died. So it's not like he didn't know Michael. He plays him. It's directed by Antonio Fuqua, who's done all those great Denzel movies. Like he's amazing. $150 million to make and produce. They're expecting $80 million in America, $80+ million worldwide. I wouldn't be surprised if we got more. Michael Jackson is so much bigger elsewhere, even though he's still massive here. He's still huge. Even his kids can't go to Europe and do stuff. The problem is, if you love Michael Jackson, the performer, that's what you get. His hard times performing, some of the fame and his troubles. If you want to see the whole thing where they talk about the stuff, you're not getting that. Pretty sanitized is what this is about. So, still going to make a ton of money, though. Said I am the one gonna dance. That's like watching Bohemian Rhapsody and like, how'd Freddie die? He was gay. Hour number 3 straight ahead. Chad Benson Show. Super Talk 99.7.
Two o'clock on the dot. I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Got the full forecast coming up in 5 minutes. And in a historic policy change, the Justice Department rescheduling marijuana products, at least some of them. Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche announcing medical marijuana regulated by states will no longer be treated like heroin or LSD under federal law. Instead, this moves it to Schedule 3 alongside drugs with recognized medical uses. Kind of like Tylenol with codeine. Officials say the change improves research access, but it stops short of federal legalization. Now, here in Tennessee, that is federal legalization for recreation. Here in Tennessee, new state legislation stops agencies from easing marijuana laws based on federal changes. Any reform in Tennessee will have to go through the legislature first. And legal hemp-derived THC products survive this change in federal policy. Justice Department's order applies only to marijuana, not hemp, defined under federal law. That means products like hemp-based THC gummies and drinks remain legal if they meet federal THC limits. Still, the rescheduling move is fueling calls for stricter regulation. Operation Epic Fury. Karen Travers says President Trump posted today he ordered the U.S. Navy to, quote, shoot and kill boats laying mines in the strait. But the U.S. hasn't positioned within the Strait of Hormuz.
The president yesterday told Fox News he is under no time pressure right now for new talks with Iran or even setting a date for a potential second round of negotiations with Iran. He said that there's no time frame at this point for that second round and said that people say, I want to get it over with because of the midterms, but the president disputed that, saying it is not true.
Following an overnight vote session in our nation's capital, the U.S. Senate approved a Department of Homeland Security budget blueprint on a 50-48 vote. This measure triggers budget reconciliation, which clears the way for a future funding bill for the immigration components of the agency to bypass the Senate filibuster, meaning all Republicans need is a majority. And the internal watchdog at the Department of Justice says it will look into how the department has handled the release of the Epstein files. ABC News national correspondent Stephen Portnoy has the latest.
The Justice Department's Inspector General says the audit will evaluate DOJ's compliance with the Epstein Files Transparency Act, including how decisions were made on redactions and the withholding of documents. The announcement of the IG's review comes as Democrats push for Pam Bondi to be held in contempt of Congress for failing to appear before the House Oversight Committee as scheduled. The Justice Department has said the subpoena for her testimony no longer applies now that she's no longer Attorney General.
That's the latest news. Weather is next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
Happy Thursday. We're still at war, so there's that. But we're not really at war. It's kind of we're at excursion. Just want to keep you guys abreast of where we are. You said abreast. We're at excursion. So as of now, we're excurting. So what's going on? Nothing's happening. Nothing's not happening. We are doing nothing. But we could be doing something. But right now it's nothing. But something could happen. But probably not today. Except for prices going up. Which is going to suck. We fired the, what is it? I guess he was the head Navy guy.
Yeah, he was chief of the Navy.
He was Popeye. We fired him. Admiral Popeye. Chief of the Navy. Fired that guy. Mr. Phelan.
He was in cahoots with Bluto.
He was. Got him out of there. All those years he served. Oh, wait, he's never served? No. Oh, he was a donor. That's good. Just, what are we doing? Does anybody have any idea what we're doing? We would like to know. Could somebody please tell us what is going? Well, Chad, we're doing stuff, obviously. 28D chess.
The blockade exists in the Gulf of Oman, which is south or southeast of the Strait of Hormuz. The Strait of Hormuz obviously runs very close to the Iranian coastline as well as the Omani coastline, and that's where we saw the Iranian fast boats in operation. Iran's made it clear that it will respond to what it sees as a breach of the ceasefire by these seizures or attacks against vessels that are either carrying the Iranian flag or carrying Iranian oil.
So we're just going to go and attack. We're going to shoot to kill in the Straits of Hormuz, but we're not in the Straits of Hormuz. We're blockading, but they're not allowing anything out, really. This is just it feels like we got ourselves into a nasty situation, and the Pentagon has briefed Congress, well, probably just the Republicans. Hey, guys, we could be doing this for 6 months. 6 months? You're going to do this for 6 months. What do you think they're thinking? In 6 months, what do you think they're thinking is going to happen? Stagnation? Yeah. Inflation? Absolutely. And eventually, your asses are going to be voted out. I mean, nobody likes you anyways. Did you see the new poll? What is it? 85% of people they all wish they had Trump's numbers. 85% look at Congress and say, you guys suck. You're failures. You're awful.
Yeah, Marsha's running the head of the pack.
Oh, of course. Of course she is.
What was her rate? It was 25%, right?
Yeah, something like that.
So she's a little better than average.
A little bit better than that. Smidge. Right? She's running. You're the best of the bad options when it comes to. And you know who's got good numbers? Bernie. Why? Because he's in a state where nothing really goes wrong.
And he promises free stuff all the time.
He promises free stuff, knowing full well he's never going to give you free stuff. It's going to be great. Going to give you some free stuff. This is who I am, and I don't change. What do you think about that? And now we're at the stall. And more people are getting frustrated. More and more. My little brother's a perfect example. My mom's talking the other day because she's like, well, you know how bad Iran is. I'm like, Mom, really? Come on, whatever. I know, Mom. You were terrified. You couldn't sleep at night waiting for Iran to drop a ballistic missile on your house that you bought for a gooseberry that's now worth $1.4 million.
What's a gooseberry cost?
Whatever it is, that's all it cost her. One. But interest rates were 10%. Mom, it was a nickel to buy your house.
It was a nickel bag to buy her house.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. That would have been my dad. That's the kind of thing my dad would have done. All right, I bought us a house. How'd you do it? I won half of it in a poker game, and I got a guy a brick. I'm like, I don't think I should know that. So, but my brother, right, who's the hockey guy, he is he was super MAGA. Like, he was all about it. Speaking, no wars, right? We're handling stuff at here. We're doing all this kind of stuff. The populism. And he calls me the other day from Chicago because he's got his, all the kids are out there playing hockey. And I'm like, what do you think? He goes, dude, that guy, he sucks. I want nothing to do with him. He's crap. He's a liar. He goes, I don't buy anything he says anymore. It's a bunch of crap. I'm done. I'm done with politics. And I'm like, I get it. And a lot of that younger generation feels that way. And they see this here and they think, what are we doing? We're going to bail out Spirit Airlines. We should name it Norman Greenbaum Airlines. Was that his name? Norman Green? Was that? He sued me.
Yeah, Norman Greenbaum.
Yeah, he sued me.
Why?
Because we played Spirit in the Sky, and his manager heard it, and he sued because he didn't like his stuff being used, and only to find out that they had no recourse because we pay BMI and all that kind of stuff.
But I'm going to throw a tantrum because I can.
He threw a big tantrum, too. I mean, they got served and everything over that. But, yeah. So there you go. I mean, this is not helping at all. And when you're looking at the prices of stuff, we are starting to feel prices go up at the grocery store. We're starting to feel that it's not just airline, fuels going up, so it's going to be 10 to 20% more. It's not just the fact that gas prices are, a little bit more. They're a lot of bit more. And, how frustrating is it? And when I hear people, and again, what did we get called yesterday? We suck.
The quote was, you two, number two, not word, but you two suck.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Because you don't know, the whole he's playing 28D chess and stuff like that. I don't think he knows what's going on. I think he's getting bad information at times. I think Pete Hegseth has way too much influence. Way too much influence. And, I think that this thought that they're going to crumble, that Iran is going to give in and it's going to be over tomorrow and that they're going to crumble, I don't think that's real, guys. It's not. Why? Because they're built for this. They've been sanctioned and sanctioned and sanctioned over and over and over again. Inflation, it's always there. They've built an economy within their world. And so right now, it might be several months. And the reason it's 6 months is because, according to everything I've read and everything I've been told by my sources, is it would be 6 months before things got to the point where it would get really, really ugly. But 6 months from now, where does that put us? That puts us midterms. I think Trump recognizes, okay, we're not keeping the House. And the House, that's kind of on you guys. But the Senate is where he should worry. So this is just not a situation we need to be in. And with all of the money we have, because we've got so much money. Oh, what? We're in debt? Did you know we were in debt, Bill? When did that happen?
It's just a little bit. It's a tiny bit of debt. I've talked to the Republicans. They say they're going to get it under control, and they'll start slashing it like it doesn't even matter.
Oh God, that's crazy.
Put it right in the wood chipper.
Chad, the guy who is now in charge of the Navy was the officer who pulled JFK Jr.'s body from the plane crash? What? The guy who's in charge of the Navy now is the guy who thought that he thought there's witchcraft being used in California. That Chow guy, or whatever his name is.
Oh, Hung Chow.
Yeah, Hung Chow.
He's the new head of the Navy?
Well, he's the guy that's running everything right now that they've got rid of the other guy.
He's the interim.
Yeah, the interim.
Oh, okay. Is he going to get the nomination?
Stepping in.
Yeah.
So is he going to get the nomination?
I don't know. They just say he's acting.
Okay.
He talked about Monterey Bay having, was it Lover's Point? But it was
Lover's Christ Point.
Yes. And then they removed the word Christ. And when they did that, he knew that witchcraft was afoot.
and the Wiccans were taking over.
I'm like, have you been to Monterey? No offense. I don't know how many crystals you think you're selling, but you're not staying in Monterey. Oh. Goodness me. I'm telling you guys what, this is just a whole weird thing. So if you guys heard, they're going to, what are they scheduling it? It's going to go from a Schedule 1 to a Schedule 3?
Schedule 1 to Schedule 3, which moving it to Schedule 3 removes it from it being considered dangerous like heroin and LSD. Under Schedule 3, it's considered, it's only considered as moderate to low addictive or risk as being addictive. It kind of puts it on the same level as like Tylenol with codeine. And it opens up more avenues for research, and it helps state-regulated medical cannabis dispensaries with their taxes.
Yeah, are they still, and Belle, you would know this because you deal drugs. Are they still prohibited from using banks?
Yes.
That is the dumbest thing ever.
I think this changes that.
Yeah, that is so stupid. Because you know what I want, by the way? This is how smart this is. Well, we're not going to let them use banks. All right, we'll let them have medical, and we'll let them, but everything's got to be cash. Oh, okay. So you're going to let them have thousands of dollars of cash, and you don't think crime's going to be coming and looking for that?
Or it won't be turned into civil asset forfeiture every chance the local government gets.
Yeah, they probably like that because they could take that money and do good stuff with it. It's just so
like buy more flak jackets and guns
to control us. I love the whole. So we got to get rid of hemp, guys. Oh, because that's what made me pause. Man,
right.
when he stops and pauses and his eyes start twitching.
It says the federal reclassification today helps state-regulated medical cannabis businesses access banking, but it does not automatically guarantee full banking services. So that sounds like to me it's up to the bank.
I get, if you're running hardcore drugs, I get that. But showing up and dropping off cash, they don't prohibit you from having a bank account. And then you got to feel like you launder the damn money. It's so, when did we get so, and I think some of it is the embarrassment of the fact that we all know why marijuana and hemp, they went after it hardcore back in the day. Because of the reefer, baby. No, because of, Hearst having an issue.
They're going to end up using hemp to make paper instead of buying my trees.
Yes. Not a shocker. So, have you guys ever seen Reefer Madness?
I've heard about it.
I've seen parts of it. It's not a very fun movie by any stretch.
Ken, it is everything that has to do with a wood chipper. Like the person smokes weed and then he becomes a deviant that's going to go out and sexually assault everybody and throw himself off a building. It's like people on acid or PCP wouldn't even do what they did on the weed.
It's like it's angel dust.
Yeah.
It's not a very good comedy, though.
No, it's not.
It could have been, but they just didn't handle it.
They weren't really going for the comedy angle. What they were trying to do is what politicians do and people who have an agenda do. I could try to say, hey, let me reason with you with facts and data. We can have a discussion about it. Or I'll scare the hell out of you and see if that works. And that's what they did. That's what they did.
And that's still in the government playbook.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. When's the last time you're like, I'm voting for you because I like your plan. I think you've got a good plan. Instead, what is it? It's like, if you don't vote for me, those monsters are going to come get you. I'm the only one who can fight the monster. And the monster's on the other side.
My opponent is pro-monster.
Yeah, super pro. My opponent is a monster in monster clothes. They're coming to get you. They're gonna make your kids gay, and they're make everybody smoke weed, and they're gonna do this, and on the other side, they're gonna make everybody go to church, and it's all lies. It's all about fear, baby. It's all about fear. Because it's the sales. When my buddy Bobby Stokes, who was my mentor in the world of commodities when I first became a broker and everything. He'd say, psychology, man, that's all we teach here when it comes to sales. You don't need any other sales books are stupid. Just learn psychology. Here's the things you read when it comes to psychology. And the number one thing, fear. Fear of missing out.
It's a great motivator.
Is the biggest thing. If you think you're going to miss something and there's that fear that it's too late or whatever, whew, greed and fear, baby. Greed and fear. All right, coming up. More stuff on the way. What will it be? God only knows. We still got to talk about iguanas. I think it needs a bigger discussion, though, those iguanas. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. We'll talk about that, among other things. Chad Ben Show, Super Talk 997. Relief Factor. It's good for you. Naturally formulated. Absolutely awesome. It's going to help you fight inflammation in your joints, in your body, right, your muscles. And this is not if you had slipped disc or a broken back. We're talking about, the everyday stuff that you go through in life, especially as you get a little bit older, right? Just a little bit sore, this, that, and the other. This is going to help you with that. You're going to feel so much better. You don't have to live in pain. You can take it every single day. Costs less than $20 to get started. And you're going to feel the difference. I put my body through a lot when I was younger playing soccer. And the fact that my knees, they don't hurt, my ankles don't hurt, I can go play pickleball for hours, I can work out, I feel great. Thank you, Relief Factor. Get yourself out of pain, get feeling better with Relief Factor. It doesn't mask the pain. It helps in ways you cannot believe, especially with inflammation. Go to relieffactor.com. That's relieffactor.com. Or call 800-4RELIEF, 800-4RELIEF for Relief Factor.
Drivers got a big problem going eastbound 440 right before you get to the Chattanooga exit. The left 2 lanes are blocked by a crash, and now it looks like they are blocking all 3 lanes of 440 eastbound right there before 24. So that is quite the backup. Marijuana getting some new treatment from the federal government. We'll tell you what it means here in Tennessee coming up at 2:30 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
WTN, baby, that's us. Somebody asked about Iran and what they're, because about 12 to 20%, depending on the year, of their economy is built on oil. Like all these other nations around there, a lot of it's built strictly on oil. Like that's it. Their economy isn't. They have a survival economy. They figure out how to get around everything and live. They manufacture a ton of stuff in-house. They still have neighbors they work with. They also do tons of mining, and they have a lot of services they do. They are full of brilliant people in Iran. Absolutely ridiculously smart people. So there's a lot of things they figured out how to do. I know they have actual cars they manufacture. I can't believe what that thing's like. It's probably really good. It's probably awesome.
It turns itself off when it's time for one of the 5 daily prayers. So you got to get out of your car.
Oh, it's one of those electric cars. By the way, I almost got hit by one of those Waymo cars yesterday.
That's not supposed to happen.
Yeah, that's not supposed to happen, Brother Chad. What were you doing, Brother Chad?
So over here by my house, I don't know who painted all the new stuff. I saw them doing it the other day. I'm confused. They've got a crosswalk, but then something that looks like a crosswalk next to it that they just painted. So there's 2 crosswalks, but one of them is smaller, and I think it's for the scooters, but I'm not quite sure. Then they've got this thing that is crisscrossy. I have no idea. I think it pulled up and went, I have no idea what's going on either.
Yeah.
You need to stop with the marijuana.
Oh,
because
man.
I don't understand half of what you just said.
Oh, man. I'll take a picture of it today. You've got like, what is that? No.
I wonder how those things do in the roundabout.
That's a great question.
Hopefully better than actual human drivers.
Couldn't be any worse.
Who don't understand that you keep going.
You know what? Another thing I've known about roundabouts, don't put something on the roundabout that people want to look at.
Yes. Good
because
idea.
people will want to look at it, and that's not the place to look at stuff.
No.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
You mean don't put a statue with a wiener out there that people are going to...
Don't put the wiener statue out there. It ain't going to help anybody. I'm just telling you that.
Replace it with a dachshund.
Nothing wrong with that. Wiener dog? No, because I don't want to look at the wiener dog. Because you're going to, oh, the wiener dog. Look at that. Wiener dogs are hilarious.
Look at those big old naked statues.
Yeah, that's the roundabout. My daughter calls
the
it.
roundabout.
Daddy, there's the roundabout. I saw one pull right out in traffic yesterday, about got T-bone. Yeah. So I think, honestly, over here, because when I see people they get up there and it was already confusing anyways, because there was no crosswalk.
Yeah.
There was no, you've got to turn left, but everybody they don't let you turn left. There's no way. It was super confusing. Now they put they've painted all the stuff. It made it 10 times more confusing. 10 times more. 10 times more.
No bueno. No bueno.
El no es bueno. It's no bueno, my friend. 1164. Hey, Chad, enjoy your show, but you need to settle down. Support your president in this justified war. It's not justified. It's not. The week we attacked them, they were at their weakest point in the decades after the 12-day war. No, they weren't. They were pissed about the fact that they didn't continue to fight because they recognized we didn't have enough of our missiles and munitions to keep going. They weren't at their weakest point.
Chad, come on, man. Government has never lied to us.
Yeah.
Never. That is not a possibility.
So, but their plan is to blackmail and threaten the world. Yeah, of course. What do you think the little guy does? Little fat guy with the bad haircut. And that thing he's got on the side of his face. Now every time I see anything, I try to catch a glimpse at it. What is it?
At least I comb my beard.
You do? But
we were not talking about you.
No.
Stop taking everything personally.
Yeah, you don't run a country in North Korea, do you?
You don't have a bad haircut.
Yeah. So
depends on the benefits.
Yeah, you know what, man? I'm watching too many documentaries about there is no benefits. I was watching a documentary last night about a guy who got out, but his family didn't, from North Korea.
Oh, man.
He was a higher up. His family had been great. They just decided to come from him, and he goes, he's sleeping in his beautiful apartment, and he hears the people knock, knock, knock. It's like 2 a.m. They open up the doors. They take him away. He never, to this day, he escaped. He never lost his family, never figured out what he was in trouble for. Just because. God, that's got to be terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird to say, if you're living in those countries, you kind of want to be lower to middle, where nobody really, they don't hate you, but you're no threat to them.
Well, you kind of want to be middle because lower barely eats. And
well,
middle.
Everybody's lower, except for the people that live in Pyongyang.
Yeah, you don't want to be in succession.
Yeah. Don't you want to be anywhere where you've got a whole bunch of medals on your suit? And your hat gets bigger. Because once that happens, the closer you are to the front row of the parades, the sooner you're going to get blown up. Just to let you guys know that. Iguanas. Would you or wouldn't you? We will discuss. Chad Benso, Super Talk 997.
I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Good news, drivers. They have moved that crash on 440 eastbound off on the shoulder. So all 3 lanes, 440 eastbound between 65 and 24, are free flowing again. Marijuana getting new treatment from the federal government. Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche has ordered state-licensed medical cannabis moved to a less restrictive drug classification. The decision could bring tax relief and expanded research into marijuana's medical benefits. Federal officials emphasize this does not mean legal recreational marijuana on the federal level. And the federal shift on marijuana stops at the Tennessee border. State lawmakers have passed a bill that ensures federal rescheduling does not loosen Tennessee's marijuana laws unless the legislature approves it. And the federal rescheduling does not cancel hemp-derived THC sales. Operation Epic Fury. Ian Pannell says the president posted today he ordered the U.S. Navy to, quote, shoot and kill boats laying mines in the Strait of Hormuz.
It remains to be seen. Iran hasn't really said much today other than it's collecting revenue from the ships that are passing through the Strait of Hormuz, a situation that didn't exist before the war, and that money has gone into the Iranian treasury. But other than that, they haven't talked about ceasefire, about the talks. And I think it's just a game of waiting by both sides to see who can endure the most economic misery.
Now, the U.S. Senate has advanced a Republican-backed budget plan aimed at funding ICE and Border Patrol. The blueprint activates reconciliation, which is a special process that permits passage with a simple majority rather than a bipartisan vote. And Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel is going to miss day 3 of the NFL draft as he begins counseling this weekend. This move follows the publication of photos showing Vrabel with NFL reporter Diana Rossini at a resort in Arizona. But today, Page 6 published images it says are Vrabel and Rossini touching and kissing each other at a bar in New York 6 years before the Arizona resort when Vrabel was head coach of the Titans. That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
Dry. We'll see some showers and even a few strong thunderstorms develop late Friday night, lasting into Saturday morning before clearing out by the afternoon. Be sure to catch a weather update on the free First Alert weather app.
Beacon Capital Management. When you talk to them, they'll help you get yourself a free, personalized financial consultation. Why would you need that? Well, let's just say you're in retirement. And that big fear of what would happen if you are feeling great and you're starting to go, uh-oh, I might outlive my retirement. You don't want that. They're going to help you with that. Whether it's continuation of income, maybe you're worried about tax strategies, Social Security. They can help you with that. Healthcare, which is huge. State and legacy, you name it. They can help you with all of those things. And the great thing is, it's absolutely free to give them a call. They'll sit down with you. They're local. They are amazing to work with. And I'm telling you guys right now, whether it's John or Pete or Dan, they're going to take care of you. So call Beacon today. Get a free personalized financial consultation. 615-488-9303. 615-488-9303. Check them out online at beaconcm.com for Beacon Capital Management. This is a paid placement. But Thursday, baby.
Bad news over at Facebook and Instagram.
A lot of people being laid off.
Yeah.
10%.
Wow.
And there's 6,000 jobs that are open that they've canceled.
I'm glad we appreciate all you employees helping us develop our AI.
Yeah. Remember how you used to train the guy from India that came over to take over your job? Now you're just training your computer.
Right.
You don't even get to make a friend. Oh, Lord, that is awful. Awful. Awful.
Where would these workers go, Brother Chad, like after this? I mean, other social media?
No, they're all doing the same.
But they're doing the same thing.
Microsoft is offering massive payouts now to their people because where they're going to go is independent.
Okay.
Independent kind of things that they're going to be able to do, smaller where they're probably going to go is if I'm them, and it depends, on how good the one thing about AI is for AI companies and for tech companies, they can really downsize because they get it. Mm-hmm. And their whole thing is to produce something that you're going to use. The problem is most businesses really aren't sure how to use it for business.
Right.
So that's where I would go if I was them, or OnlyFans.
Shave your feet.
That's it.
And put them on OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's right, baby. Are you seeing what's going on in Louisiana?
No. What?
10 victims taken to the hospital after a mall shooting.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. They're not saying.
There it is. Wow.
In Louisiana, too.
They just had that guy go on a rampage killing his kids.
Oh, that was the worst.
It's terrible.
And mentally completely gone, that guy. His family. So did you see his Facebook post? He was a nut.
Wow.
What was he posting?
Pictures like of his daughter talking about stuff, and then like the next thing would be about how they're coming for him, and Jesus help me, all the noises and the voices and all this, and you could tell he was struggling. And once again, there was where was the family? Well, I guess they were worried, but they didn't seem that worried because he took his daughter out the night before. So yeah, they're saying in Louisiana there is 10 people at a mall. First of all, there was 10 people in a mall. But I don't know. They're just now briefing everybody. I don't know if it is, obviously the first thing you go to, is it terrorism or is it a gun? You know what else scares me in this world is I'm less worried about terrorism, and I'm more worried about young men who think the only way that if you disrespect them in their mind is to pull out a gun and start firing.
Yeah.
How many of those do we hear?
Don't be dissing me.
Don't be dissing me, bro. Don't be dissing me. And every month you hear about that. So it's a mass shooting. All they're saying is that they're briefing people now, but they're not saying who, what the victims are. They were taken to a hospital, 10 victims as of now. And so, God, that's awful. And you wonder, was it a gang-related situation? Or was it a terrorist situation? They're not saying any of those things. They say 2 people are critical. How many people were hit and how many people got hurt when they panicked?
Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge, my friends. He told his family, Sandra's right, he was having dark thoughts. And he wasn't hiding it from anybody.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
Just wonder if he sought help or if he was able to seek help.
Yeah. The Green Hills Mall is awesome. I do know that. But I'm just talking about, although kids are trying to my kids love to go to the mall. They think it's fun. I think they seem to think that if they go to the mall, somehow they'll be transferred back to the 80s where they can have fun. Because
that's where a lot of young people want to go, man.
Yeah.
Back to the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, because we had fun.
They won't like the political incorrectness, but
yeah, that's therein lies.
That'll be the drawback.
You got to see the TV show Madison.
Okay,
because with Kurt Russell and Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh yeah, the Sheridan guy.
Yeah, where they have to go out to, I think it's Montana or Wyoming, because he's died, and that's where his body is, and that's where he wants to be buried and everything, and they go out there. And the 2 little girls, the grandkids, they're like 14 and 12. They are so politically correct. And let me tell you what the natives are there, the Native Americans. They're not politically correct.
Right.
They're like, oh, yeah, would you like an Indian pie or whatever it is? They're like, oh, that's not politically correct. She goes, well, I don't know what else we're supposed to call it. We're Native American, and that's what we call it.
Yeah.
Oh, drink it from the hose, yeah. You know what I never worried about when I was a kid? Gluten.
I didn't either.
I didn't worry about, oh, geez, you hear what happened? Gluten got Tim. At no point in time did I go, you probably shouldn't drink from that hose because you could get something. I used to chase the pest machine that used to spray everything because I thought it was cool. And stuff would be landing on me as well as that stuff. And the stuff would be dying on me. It's got like DTT in it.
Yeah, we would ride our bicycles as fast as we could to try to catch up to the truck, breathing in and out heavily everything that truck was dispensing.
Yes. Yeah. And
I'm still here.
Still here. Absolutely. Still here.
So I wondered if it actually did kill mosquitoes.
It probably did. And you know what I didn't get? Malaria. You don't want malaria, kids. So Florida, there's going to be pizza with iguana on it.
Okay.
I can't. For me, I can't for several reasons. One, because my most favorite pet in the entire world is Winnie.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Somebody's all like, I bet you if you were starving, you could. No, if he's my pet and I'm starving and there's nothing else to eat, me eating him isn't going to make me feel better if there's going to be no food after him.
Yeah, no way.
If you're going down together.
Yeah, we're going to be pals. But I could see why, right? Like, I mean, let's be honest. Chickens, kind of arbitrary. Cows, kind of arbitrary. What do you think about them? We like them.
That's not arbitrary. They both taste really good.
They do. They do.
See, I couldn't be a farmer.
No.
Because
That's a lie, because I saw your farm on Facebook.
Different kind of farm.
Because I'm I'm not slamming farming or anything, but I fall in love with animals, man. I mean, I've come a long way since that woodpecker whenever I was 10 years old.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. You remember your first.
But one of my best friends, his dad's a cattleman out there in Oklahoma, and we lived out on his dad's land there for a while, and he had like 7 prize bulls. I mean, he was selling these bulls out to other farmers that needed calves, stud bulls, and he said, Weaver, he said, don't name those bulls.
That's the same thing with AI. Don't name the bulls. And don't name your AI.
He said, just call them number 7, number 3, and number 10.
Because it becomes a pet, and it's harder to blow its head off and then eat it when it becomes a pet. Yeah, that's what they always say, right? Nobody wants to see how the sausage is made. Yeah, I don't. Some animals are great to pet. Some are great to chew. I don't want to see them, though, before that. And if I do, I have to give a backstory. Like this one was about ready to start the Third Reich.
Well, technically, it would have been the Fourth
Reich. No, the Fifth, because the Fourth Reich that's where they found the third behind the moon. They set that up there.
So
Fourth Reich was behind the moon. Okay, got it.
So is Florida doing this because they're overrun with iguana?
Yeah, they're overrun with this bad pet ownership.
That's bad people. Yes, that's bad pet owners.
You buy something because it's cute and it's tiny. You don't realize it's going to be 6 feet.
And feeding it is only going to become exponentially more expensive.
Yeah. Now iguanas are cool because you throw them lettuce and stuff like that. They're cool. And the vegetables and the stuff they eat, and you got to make sure they have, certain things. But, same thing with big snakes. If you want a small snake, there's a gazillion of them you can get. Corn snakes. How about a ball python? You don't need a reticulated python. You don't need a Burmese python because you think it's going to be neat because it's 20 feet long or 18 feet long or 16 feet long. It's going to be great. It's not because you don't know how to take care of it. And then you release it. And what happens? Well, they breed like rabbits. And then they eat the rabbits we needed to keep them for some things. It is insane how bad and invasive are because Florida is pretty much the kind of weather they would all live in. And so they breed. And now what? They can't get rid of them fast enough. And now they're tearing up the environment. That's bad pet ownership. And it's also bad when it comes to the fact that a lot of times, if you're going to save a dog or a cat or your iguana and the weather's coming in, you're going to grab the dog and cat and you'll be, the iguana will be fine. And then you get back and your house is trashed and the iguana's out. And you're like, whatever. That also happened a lot. So, yeah, I just couldn't do it. And I've eaten a lot of crappy stuff, man. I tell you what, when I went to Denmark, that's what it was like.
What were you eating?
Yeah, what was it?
First of all, everything's fish. Everything's fish.
Yeah.
Like, just nothing that's not fish. And I don't need the head on it either.
Yeah.
I hate fish.
Well, maybe they're trying to make sure that you're not feeling gypped.
So,
I paid for a whole fish.
I've eaten escargot. I've eaten caviar. It's an acquired taste. That's stupid. If it's not good the first time, why would I want to eat it 48 other times and spend this much money?
Maybe it'll get good.
No, it doesn't. I've eaten everything you could think of. It is. I've had haggis. Oh, God. Awful.
What's in that?
Whatever they have. It's sheepskin. It's like sheep intestine. I will tell you, You don't eat it. Just don't. It'll make you really sick, especially if they've got the kind that you can get for the tourists. But man, I've been places where I've seen people eat real haggis, and hours later, it's like, because you're not.
All before Murphy got sick.
Yeah, I think it's a planned thing.
Yeah, Brother Murphy, he had a fever yesterday.
Yeah, he came in, and he said to me, I normally give each other a fist bump, and he's like, dude, I'm really sick. So I said, are you? He says, it might be allergies. But then now I found out he has a fever.
Yeah.
So we wish him all the best, and we hope he recovers. I have a feeling he'll recover by Monday. What do you think about that? Coming up, we'll talk to Brian as we pass it off to him today. Because Matt out, Brian in. Chad Mesio, Super Talk 997. Wrapping it up on this beautiful Thursday, as Ken likes to say, this is Chamber of Commerce weather. No doubt about that. Brian Wilson in for Matt, who called in not feeling well, a little under the weather. Brian, what's happening, brother?
Well, we're just trying to make ends meet here out in bucolic Watertown. It's a beautiful day, though. You're right. I was out. We have a new puppy at our house, and so I was taking the puppy out to the backyard and sat down and. Oh, it was just really nice this morning, with the sun coming down and cup of coffee and the dogs. It was just a beautiful day, actually. And then I found out I had to go to work.
What kind of dog did you get?
We have a French bulldog, Grogu, which everybody knows about. I've talked about her endlessly. But we had the opportunity to pick up a puppy, another French bulldog, who's part of a rescue litter. And this dog, when I saw this dog, this is just the prettiest. It's called a merle, and their coats sort of look like, a winter camouflage that you see, the white and the gray and the black. It's a beautiful dog. So that's what we ended up with. And we've got now 2 French bulldogs, which, as you know, brings a great deal of insanity to your home.
Yes. You think one, okay, 2. If we get 2, that one is going to entertain the other one. Everything's going to be fine. No, it's just going to be chaos.
Yeah, it is, and they're especially chaotic dogs with a great deal of personality. And Bo's his name is Bo, but I think he thinks his name is No Bo because that's all we say to him. No Bo, no Bo. So I think the dog is confused about his name.
Oh, dogs. It's been a lot of stuff this week about dogs. There's no doubt about that out here in Middle Tennessee. What are you going to be talking about today?
Well, I got a ton of stuff to talk about. The president just been talking now about Trump RX and how much money they're saving people. And I'm going to use that as sort of a jumping off place and to talk about how with the midterm elections, now about 6 months away, and a lot of people are looking at, well, what's happening in Iran and what's happening around the world and what's happening with the economy? Where are we going to be when we get to those midterm elections? And I've been predicting for some time that the economy would make a turn that people noticed pretty soon.
Yes.
There's some evidence out there that it may be starting to happen, and we'll get into that.
Yeah. Well, I have a feeling based on what he said today and what they're talking about that where will we be? We may still be battling Iran. And if that's true, I have a feeling what we're going to have is a sweep in the House and the Senate if we don't figure out how to get out of this damn thing.
Well, I think that's Iran is still an open question, but I don't think my personal belief is we're not going to be there long.
We better not. We better not. All right, brother, you have a kick butt show today, and have fun with your dogs, and we'll do it again soon.
All right, talk to you later, Chad.
You guys have a good one. We'll do it again tomorrow.